What's going on, guys? I hope you're all having a great day. Today is a very exciting day because we're going to be installing our brand new Banks Ram Air cold air intake in the 2001 24 valve Cummins. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, first off, make sure you guys subscribe because there's a ton of new parts coming to this channel, including this awesome cold air intake that we're going to install today. And if you guys are also new, just know that a few videos back we had a discussion kind of like what cold air intake I should put in the Cummins. All y'all that have been subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate all the information and all the comments that y'all left me explaining like which ones you think I should do best. And I got a lot of information out of the comment section below, so thank you guys for that. I ended up going with the Banks cold air intake with it. I'm very happy with it. I did some research on it. Just a few things that the Banks Ram Air cold air intake does bring to the table is it outflows the best competitor, greater continuous power, improves fuel economy, cooler airflow than stock, and up to 64% more air, lifetime reusable filter, lower EGTs, and cuts smoke. Also gain 39 horsepower, up to 39 horsepower, and up to plus 69 pounds per foot. So these attributes of the Banks cold air intake is what I need to bring to the Cummins. I do have the stock filter in there right now, which we will be replacing today, and I'm going to show an unboxing, an install, and then a before and after as far as engine noise inside the engine bay and the exhaust tip noise. Now, a lot of the reason why I got a cold air intake is one, lower the EGTs, which is always good, and then two, I want to get a little bit more of a turbo whistle. You guys know I got the HY35 turbo since I have a 2001 automatic 24 valve Cummins, which did come with the HY35, unfortunately for me. So I do want a little bit more of a turbo whistle. So like I said, we're going to do a before and after video on the turbo noise from the exhaust tip and also from the engine bay. So we're going to jump right into that. Like I said, first we're going to unbox it, show you guys what's exactly inside the box, and then we'll go from there. Thank you for guys watching this video. If you enjoy it at all, leave a thumbs up. And again, if you're new, subscribe to the channel because I got a ton of new parts coming to this channel. I'm about to order some gauges from ISPRO. I'm really excited about that. And as well as I'm talking to people about tuners possibly coming soon to the Cummins build. So be looking for that also, guys. We'll jump right into the Banks. Alright, so at the top of the box, we just got some more products from Banks that you can order. Now, this is what I really am interested in. And you guys probably already know about the Monster Ram, increases the turbo boost. I'm really interested in getting this. Hopefully I can get that next, guys. I'm really surprised that this cold air intake got here so soon because I just ordered it 2 days ago. And as you guys know, I'm over here in Hawaii because I'm stationed over here in the Army. But I did not expect this thing to get here in 2 days. So I'm about to pop this thing open and show you guys what's inside. Alright, so we just got the top lid taken off. I'm gonna undo these flaps. Comes with some packaging to protect it when it ships. Okay, we got some plastic pieces. We're gonna lay all this out and see if how we can. I'm guessing that one's either running to the turbo or the intake itself. We're gonna have to get all this out and get a little bit better of a look at it. So of course, we have the filter right there. We have the top piece is what it looks like, right, or actually the bottom piece. We'll look at all that in a minute. Let's get to the cool stuff. So the filter, got the reusable filter. I could always get the dry filter in the future. And then we got the top piece, of course. Has a nice Banks Ram Air cover on it, which probably look really cool inside the engine bay. So I'm excited about that. So there's the unboxing, guys. Lay all the pieces out. So we got the top piece, you got the bottom piece, the tube running from the turbo into the intake. We got the filter. That's all what's in the box, guys. And the last thing is, I guess, just a brochure for more of their products over at Banks. So yeah, we'll pull this off to the side. We'll get right into the install video, guys. I'm not going to video at all. I'm not going to install your intelligence. I'm just sort of going to update you guys as I'm installing it. But before we get to that, we're going to do the before version of the sound in the engine bay. And then we're going to do a before version of the sound at the exhaust tip to see if we can get any more turbo whistle out of the Banks Ram Air cold air intake. Again, I appreciate you guys watching. Alright guys, so if you've been with the channel for a minute, you know that this is the very first engine upgrade we have coming to the Cummins build, so there's way room to improve over here, guys. So like I said, if you're new, be sure you do subscribe to the channel so that you can be staying tuned to all the upgrades coming to the Cummins. Right now we're going to do the before of the engine bay, and then we'll get into the exhaust tip. All right, so you guys can see we have no turbo whistle pretty much at all. I mean, you can hear that it's there, the turbo is in existence, but you can't really hear any turbo whistle whatsoever coming from the engine or the exhaust tip. So we're gonna see if we can change that today with the Banks cold air intake. Again, turbo whistle is not the only thing, but it is a big thing that I want from the Banks cold air intake and that I think it will give me. But it also is going to lower the EGTs and do a lot of other good things for the engine as far as higher miles per gallon, lowering EGTs, and just pushing colder air into the engine bay, of course. It's covered completely, so that helps the temperature from the exhaust manifold not entering the cold air intake. So that's another good thing about the Banks intake that I do like. But we're going to jump right into the install portion of the video. Again, I'm not going to insult you guys' intelligence. It's pretty easy to install. I'm just going to update you on like quick little points as we go throughout the process. And we're going to jump right into the after portion and see if we can get any turbo whistle and things like that out of the cold air intake. Alright guys, so we just got done with the install with the Banks cold air intake. It was extremely easy to install, so easy in fact that I pretty much forgot to record any of it. So I'm going to do a quick overview right now of how exactly you do it, and I'm pretty sure all you guys have some common sense. So you just disconnect from the turbo right here, of course. Put the new connector on once you get the Banks cold air intake put together. All you do is lift up on the old box, it pops right off. Put the new box lower end on it, put the flanges back in. It tightens it down. Then you literally just put the filter, which is obviously inside of here, connected to the tube, connected to the turbo, tighten down the clamps right here, and then just put the top piece on, put the screws in. This screw is a little bit longer, I believe, than these other two. You guys will see that whenever you go to install yours, and then bam, that's literally all it is, and connected to this side. It took me pretty much the better part of 10 minutes to install this thing, taking the old one out and putting the new one back in. Literally, it was that easy. I did get tied up talking to my neighbor, so it is kind of getting dark out here. He wanted to see what I was doing with the install and everything. He likes to keep up with the build as well. But there it is. The Banks cold air intake is installed. Again, it took like 10 minutes. Extremely easy install. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can get some turbo whistle out of the thing. It is an HY35 turbo, so I'm not expecting it to whistle really at all. But I do expect to hear it a little bit more. So we'll hear right here in a second if we can get a little bit of a difference. So for me, that is a very clear, noticeable difference from the stock intake to the Banks cold air intake with the turbo whistle, guys. I don't know if you guys can really tell as much as I could, but it is a huge difference. I can definitely hear my turbo now. Once I put my foot on the gas, I can definitely hear it a lot more than I could before. I'm very pleased with the Banks cold air intake. It was a very quick install, very quick delivery. Everything was straight to the point, high quality parts, and just thumbs up for cold air intakes for the Banks guys. I really want to look into getting the elbow from them. That's the next probably upgrade to the engine. I'm also going to do a couple more things here shortly. Other things that I do have planned as far as tuners and gauges for the truck. So be looking out for that. Alright guys, so today is the day after the cold air intake install, and I drove 45 minutes to work today, 45 minutes back in traffic, and then there was long straightaways where I could actually hear the cold air intake suck air in, push it through the turbo, and hear that turbo spool a lot easier than it did before. So actually now I have cab noise where I can hear. I'm going to show you a clip here in a second of the cab noise where I can actually hear the turbo spool, which I didn't have that before, so that's awesome, and I really wanted that. And I'm also going to show you a clip here in a second of roadside noise of a shot of the Cummins going down a road at about 45 miles an hour, and you can actually hear the turbo now. So the Banks is doing a very good job of lightening up that HY35 and actually getting some turbo spool out of it, which I'm really excited about. And that's really one of the major things that I wanted from the cold air intake. I'm really excited about the Banks cold air intake. Everything's good with it. Everything went installed correct. It's gonna lower the EGTs, which is always good. I'm gonna get gauges, like I said, in the near future, so make sure you guys are looking forward to that. I appreciate you watching this video. Thank you for staying all the way to the end. For those of you who did, comment down below. Let me know how you liked the video. As always, like the video so we can get it higher to the top. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one.